Welcome to the Jerk Circle podcast. I'm your host, Harold, and Andrew unfortunately wasn't able to make it here today, but we also almost lost Dylan today, but we have him. Well, you said, and I quote, that you wanted me and Jared to run the two-man.
No.
Because
I said if you guys wanted to, you could, because I thought I was going to be the only one at work.
Well, you know what happens?
You weren't alone, baby.
Thanks, Pookie Bear.
Speaking of work...
See, Harold's not a real one. He doesn't stay and do work.
Hey, whoa. Listen, I
even went home and changed and came back to work.
That's too much. I would never do that.
Everyone else had the green light to leave. I stayed long enough to make sure that you weren't put in a position to fail, because I didn't want to set you up for failure, Dylan. I set you up for sex.
Success?
I set you up for sex on Monday, so...
I don't know how you did that. You literally called me gay.
Well, no,
and then had a woman agree with you, so...
Well, if women are agreeing that you're gay... You got two options.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to twist this.
Dylan, listen, the closet's see-through. I can see through the glass. We see you. So you got two options. Either A, you come out of the closet, or B, you drop the sex tape. Those are your options.
Drop the sex tape.
Oh, B.
With a girl. With a girl, Dylan, not a dude.
Oh, that's no fun.
Again, I can do that. If need be, I can do that.
He got hoes on speed dial like Pizza Hut and Papa John's.
Dude, John's been picking on me all week about that shit, too.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's been bad.
Well, you know, you're suffering from success, my boy, so, you know, it's okay.
I mean, somewhat.
But speaking of suffering, Jared, how are you doing today, buddy?
What a transition.
All right. I didn't know I was suffering, but I'm all right.
They
probably because you're back at Weld.
They made you put pants on.
Yeah, that is kind of some bullshit.
They nerfed my boy.
That was going to be my hot take, but he stole that already.
Aww. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal it. You should have warned me ahead of time. I got clairvoyance, so I see everything.
You should have seen that.
I didn't see that.
So then you just
settled that.
Okay. Which one is it, Harold? Do you or don't you?
Well, you know, it doesn't matter whether I can see or not. What matters is that we're all here doing the podcast. This is episode 31 of the pod, which, truth be told,
31.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had anyone, you know, like, drop out. Anyone, like, you know, I'm done. This is I'm glad that, you know, we're still kicking, you know. And I think that
because we all hope that we get famous and just quit our job because we don't want to do it.
It'd be nice.
All right, we're quitting there.
We're waiting for our sponsorship, so
I'd be content if I never have to put a pair of steel toes on again in my life.
I wouldn't be against it, that's for sure.
If I can go the rest of my life barefoot, I would.
I probably would too, but I'd be weird and wear socks the whole time because I like socks.
You could be
Harold, that's 1 out of 2. Eli might be into that.
Well, if you can get me pregnant, then I should be winning a Nobel Peace Prize for science or something, because that's not possible. Oh my goodness. What's going on?
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, Dylan laughed at it like RoboCop, so either it's auto-tune or it's my computer.
I didn't hear no RoboCop.
I say, yeah, must have been on your end, buddy. Buddy.
You know, I'll start what would we call it, like a raise money thing for me, just so I can get the best streaming equipment.
There you go.
Yeah, and then I'll pay
Help
money.
my man not be broke.
Yeah, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Dylan got funny money though. He got Tahoe money.
He got that Tahoe money.
Yeah. I get death stares.
Anyway,
No, not from you.
I get death stares from your girl.
I think so do I, so I wouldn't really be too worried about it.
What is going on, dude?
Dude, Harold's bugging.
Dude, I am bugging out
hardcore.
crazy. Give me a second. I gotta call IT real quick.
You are IT. Anyways, Dylan.
Okay, there we go.
Anyways,
I think I fixed it.
He thinks he's fixed it.
he thinks he's fixed the problem. But the problem was me all along.
Oh, shit.
It says that I'm having trouble handling Dylan's ginormous file size, so, you know.
Yep, that's true. Believe it. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. It's big. Speaking of big, a big big part of our lives is going to work. And I don't know how the math checks out, but I'm willing to bet we hang out at work. We spend more time with people at work than like some family members, some people that in your life. So I think to say that a good coworker makes a big difference, but on the opposite end, a real bad coworker can really, really drag you down and like ruin your day, your week, your month, your employment. Could even ruin your life depending on what kind of guy you're dealing with or gal. Women are bad too. But I think what would be a great podcast discussion today would be what is the worst coworker that we have ever dealt with. And before we begin, I want to split it into two categories. The first category is a person that you know at work or someone that you knew at a workplace that you worked at that was just like so incompetent, you're like, how did you even get here without causing like problems for everyone around you? Like, bad coworker in the sense of they're a terrible, terrible worker. And then the other half of the coin, I want to talk about bad coworkers, people that like were bad to you, like bad attitude, maybe try to fight you, stuff like that, stuff that like made your life bad. They could be the same person, Maybe your ops are 2 in 1. Like shampoo and conditioner. Peanut butter and jelly. Or Dylan and Jared. But yeah. Do we have any questions or are we ready to go with it?
No, I think
I have no clue.
What? You don't want me to explain it or?
No.
Okay.
No, I say, did he actually not get it?
I more or less got no clue as in who yet, because you just told me about 20 minutes ago.
Not
do
even.
not do me first.
All right. I won't. Well, I love doing you first, Jared, but I won't do you first this time.
That's fair.
Dylan, because
sloppy seconds.
Because me and you, I should have, I should have mentioned it in the group chat, told everyone ahead of time what we're talking about, but I'm a dumbass, so this one's on me. My bad. But, Dylan, who is the dumbest guy you've ever worked with?
I feel like there's some pretty obvious choices. And I'm probably not going to names out. Just because.
Maybe you can throw out, like, nicknames. Like, names that, like, you gave them that, like, you don't know who it is, but you know the nickname.
Well, if it's any consolation, his nickname is Stinky.
Okay.
So, that should start telling you something. And, this man is dumber than a box of rocks. My goodness. It's also very true.
I'm sitting right here, bro.
I'm not talking about you.
No, you're not stinky. You're
big
smelly.
Red. You're big sexy.
What up, Big Red?
What up, Big Red?
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's fine. We go on tangents when Andrew's not here.
We do.
But yeah, I think he's got to be like the dumbest person I've had to work with. Like I've seen this man try to loosen a nylock nut for 15 minutes and get nowhere.
That's a special breed right there.
It was a rough day.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how it was hard to figure out, but yeah, it was
Hey, maybe the
apparently pretty
nylon nut
difficult.
was really hard to deal with.
No. There's only 4 on there. I took them off in like a minute. He's a special breed. I don't really know what else to say about him.
I mean, you gotta.
You don't got any other choice.
I mean,
That's fair. For those of us that know this person, we get it.
oh yeah. I mean, Harold's had some interesting interactions with him.
Who hasn't?
That's true. That's true.
I think everyone's had interesting interactions with him. But that I
also
noticed
sometimes worry if we're gonna get shot because he seems like a type.
Well, you know how you fix that, Dylan. What you're
just throw this out there. You go ahead first, and then I'll tell you my story.
Well, you know what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be. You don't have to be super buddy with somebody. You just gotta be not the person that's on his number 1 list. If you're number 5, you can probably be fine. But if you're number 1, you're screwed.
As long as you're not like the first 3, I think you're good. You know, you got time to get out the building.
Yeah. I mean, you're fat,
or
so
hide,
you gotta add a little
one.
bit of a slow timer on it. So, you know, minus 2 other guys getting capped. So, you're like, all right, well, 5, okay. So you gotta be like the true. 6th worst person of his day, and you'll be okay.
Well, I don't think I'm up there too bad. I just don't talk to him.
You're missing out on intelligent conversations, then.
No, I'm not. You say one thing and he's pissed off. You say his name really and he's pissed off.
He really is. I love it. I'm gonna miss it.
Well,
I'm not when he leaves. I hope he leaves soon.
Anyways, I just wanted to throw out there that my favorite interaction with that man happened to be in a bathroom.
That's a great
I think a lot of the stories we have about this man happened in a bathroom.
Also, I'm just not going to tell the backstory to that, so y'all can think of what you want.
The ones it's pretty funny.
He whipped out a wiener bigger than yours?
That's everybody.
What if you went into the ladies' room by accident?
Probably still going to have a bigger one.
Like you're at the urinal in the ladies' room, and then you turn around.
What we got working there these days?
I was going to say, it's not out of the realm of possibility there.
No, not at all.
Shoot, I may have one. I don't know. I might be a lady. Anyway, all right, that was a bad joke. Dylan, do you have a coworker that was the evilest, most mean coworker to you, or do you want moi?
Oh, I do have one, but I want you to go first.
All right, I'm gonna go with dumbest coworker.
Okay.
And if you're anyone that's worked in restaurants, whether it's, you know, like an actual restaurant or like fast food, you know that there's a lot of the common type that come into work. It's a lot of like druggies, a lot of like guys that are like schizo, kind of out of it, like they're in their own world of living. And to paint the picture, I'm a young boy, like 16 at the time, 17. What?
No, keep going.
Okay. I'm 16 at the time, and I'm working at McDonald's, my first ever job, and I've been there a couple months, and, you know, I'm doing my thing. And a lot of times you get a guy that comes to work for a day or two, they quit, yada, yada. So I'm used to, like, guys coming in and out. So one of the new guys we hire, you can tell immediately him clocking in and starting. You're like, okay, this guy got, like, 2 days maximum, because he's, like, he always looks like he's looking for, like, some kind of, like, dab pen. He's looking for some kind of illicit substance. He's, like, always scratching. He's, like, really, like, jittery. Like, oh, who's that? Whoa. Like, kind of, like, something's going on with him. And this man, I don't know if he's ever worked in a kitchen before or worked in a fast food place before. But he didn't seem to understand that we don't microwave everything. Like we're like, oh, we got an order for a cheeseburger, and he's like, all right, I'll get the microwave ready. It's like, what are you? No, stay on the line. He's like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, you see the grill right there? We grill the meat. We don't microwave. He goes, well, that's stupid because I microwave my meat at home. Well, we don't do that there. Here, we grill it.
Oh.
And every single time, like, there was like an order or something, it's like, all right, let's start making the whatever. He'd always be trying to throw random stuff on it. Like, if it's a cheeseburger, he's trying to put tartar sauce on it. If it's like a thing of chicken nuggets, he wants a pickle in it because he's like, well, that'd be kind of funny. They open it and it's all pickle. And I'm like, this dude's gotta go. And I think the thing that really got me going was he was going on his break and he asked for a cup of ice. And he has a cup of ice and he starts walking near the fryer. He turns around and goes, it'd be really funny if I threw this in the fryer right now. And then, like, turned around and the manager was there and she's like, all right, you gotta go sit down. We need to have a talk. And I'm like, well, that was quick. And maybe it's not the most, like, if we qualified it, maybe it's not, or quantified it, it's not the dumbest I've ever seen someone. But it was, like, the most, like, disjointed, like, I'm really confused on what's going on with this guy that I've ever had with someone. It's like we're playing checkers and this guy's playing goldfish. It's like, what's going on here? But Jared, you had a little bit
How
of
long?
time.
Hold on.
Oh, you got a question?
How long did he actually last?
I think he quit the next day or the day after because.
Oh man.
He like showed up really late to his second shift, and then he got yelled at again, and then third shift he was there for like 2 hours, and then he was like, "Nah, fuck this, I can make more money drug dealing," and then left. So, all right.
Oh.
I haven't heard from him since, so maybe he's made it to big time, or he's made it to a jail cell.
That's more likely.
Either would not surprise me.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, Jared,
That's me.
you got any dumbass coworkers?
I got a lot of dumbass coworkers.
You can't say Harold.
Well, they were all four of them.
I'm not that big.
Your hair is.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh yeah, the big goofy motherfucker with the crazy hair.
No. I'm trying to think. I've worked with a lot of useless fuckers. I've worked with a lot of annoying motherfuckers. I'm just trying to think which one was the dumbest.
You've worked with Harold.
He's the top of every list. That's the problem. I can't say that.
Hey, I'm smart.
Are you?
Sometimes.
I'm going to go with... All right. I'm not going to go because I don't hate this guy. He's actually decent shit. I'm going to go with the fact that he's good shit, but I can't stand working with him kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy outside of work, cool as shit. We used to hang out, fish, do whatever, hang out, do that stuff. But at work, he was my partner for, I don't know, 5-6 months when I first started where we're at.
Okay.
So the first couple of weeks was fine, we're still just kind of, I'm still learning the job. He's teaching me, blah, blah, blah. Well, as we work more together, you get more comfortable with your dude. Well, this fucking guy, every single day, without fail, every day, if he was there, I'd be in the middle of welding something. And nothing but food getting thrown at me for no goddamn reason.
What kind of food?
Don't get me wrong. I'm a fat dude. I love food, but...
Like McChickens and stuff, or...?
Alright, so here's the deal. This is what made me thought of this guy. No, it was random shit. It'd be anything from like a little kettle corn candy to a fucking chicken wing. A lot of hot dogs. That guy loved to get hot dogs, I think, just to throw at me. He must have thought I was hot dog.
That's funny.
But no,
we don't claim him.
the one fucking day this guy... Hang on. The one day this guy, he stops me in the middle of my damn weld. So I would turn around and watch him. He's like, whoa, watch this. So our booths where we're at, they're separated by. They used to be just separated by a little curtain that was probably 10, 11 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was usually 2 people working in the next station on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this motherfucker stops me. He's like, I think I gotta watch this. It's gonna be funny. He takes an entire rotisserie chicken and chucks it over the fucking curtain. it, it sounds funny. It was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the fact that that rotisserie chicken landed directly on Homeboy's head next to it.
Oh.
And then it proceeded to be a whole lot of screaming and hollering back and forth at each other, and I almost saw a fist fight that day.
Oh.
But it was that stupid, annoying, dumb, stupid shit he'd do.
Imagine getting a
It's
whole
like,
rotisserie chicken thrown at
I'm
your
trying to
head.
just work. Stop throwing hot dogs at me. Or at least put them in a bun and warm them up.
They're cold wieners?
Yeah, he'd just pull them out of his lunch pail. Fucking rip them
Who
into
brings
pieces.
an
and
entire
start throwing-
rotisserie chicken just to throw at somebody?
Do you
That's
think
what I'm saying.
Do you think maybe he thought you were like a catfish or something? Like he's trying to get you? Or
Well, the problem is he was at the time, I don't know, probably 40, mid 40-ish dude,
Mm-hmm.
but trapped in like an 11-year-old's body
Mm.
or
Aw.
mindset. I don't know what the fuck word I'm looking for. He acted
Immature?
like a child. Very, very goddamn immature. Probably why he was divorced 3 times.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, good dude. He was fun to talk with and bullshit, but terrible, 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 terrible guy to work with.
Like the type of guy that like if he's someone else's partner it's whatever, but if he's your work partner you're
I'll be
like,
honest.
come on, dude.
I would rather work with the stinky, stupid guy
Oh.
than have to work with this dude again. Because at least I'm not going to get annoyed. He's just dumb and I can ignore that one. He ain't going to throw a hot dog at me. Although he might throw a bullet at me.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think someone else is gonna get that bullet first, so
There's definitely people getting it before me.
Oh, for sure.
oh yeah.
Anyways, that was way to go. Because I can't think of a dude I like hate. You guys know me. I get along with damn near everybody.
Yeah, you do.
You get along with most people. I'm about to say, if you don't like Big Red, like I mean, it's like says more about you, I think.
Pretty much.
I mean, you do have your moments where I'm like, I want to choke you, but you know.
Yeah. We all got that.
Yeah, I feel like it was everybody.
But
Alright, that was it for my part.
so that's very stupid, dumb coworker. We're gonna switch off to our like mean, evil coworker. Like this person is like the bane of your existence. This person like made your life like worse. And I'll give you guys a little bit of time to think about it because I've been thinking about this all day, and I came up with my biggest work op, which in my younger working career, I don't really have a whole lot of work ops. I have a couple bosses I don't like, a couple guys that like are really annoying, but the worst person I've ever worked with was when I was working in Oshkosh. I worked at a factory. And one of the people for our area, first she kind of looked like you ever seen Back at the Barnyard? You know the kid that does the cow tipping and then he like his dad walks in
Think so.
and he's like, "No
Yeah.
more Red Bull." That's what she looked like. She looked like the dude's dad. Like her hair was like really curly. She had like the goggle glasses on. And I think the worst part of it all, she had the smoker voice. So the whole time, she's talking to you like this. Like, it sounds like you gotta put one of the boxes in her throat. So, that's a good start. And she had probably the worst personality ever. It was like the personality of, like, a dryer lint. Where all she would talk about is, like, going home to her trailer, smoking her cigs, and watching whatever programs on the TV. So she did nothing. So, as like an actual coworker, like talking and stuff, absolute dud. Now, when I first started, she was supposed to train me, and
Okay.
her way of training was to like do it and then go, all right, you do it. And then I make a mistake and she'd start going, no, you're doing it wrong. And then would like take the because it was doing doors, it was playing with wood. And we were sanding doors. So she would like take my sander and then be like, this is how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, okay. And then I would start doing it. I do a couple. She's like, all right, you're good. And she goes, I'm going to go move down the line. You keep doing this. I'm like, okay. And then I'm doing it. I'm doing fine. And then we have a different door that I don't know how to sand. So I sand it the way I was supposed to. And she goes, no. You're not supposed to sand it like that. And I'm like, well, I didn't know. And long story short, pretty much anytime there was something new, she would raise a bitch fit about, like, I didn't know what I was doing. And it was a lot of, like, her coming down, and just constant, like, being, like, belittled. I was like, this sucks. And after, like, a couple of weeks, I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work out. I don't want to keep driving to Oshkosh to work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. And the second to last day, she like came up to me and she goes, tomorrow's your last day, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, you're gonna be working extra hard because I'm gonna make you do extra work. So I said, okay. And then I didn't go in the next day because I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, who tells another person that? Be like, I'm gonna work you like a dog. I'm like, ma'am, you need to work like a dog. You're gonna die here shortly. That smoking.
Oh.
All them Newports.
Yeah, that ain't right.
And the worst part was I couldn't take her seriously because she's shit talking me, and it's like a short little fat guy. I'm like I'm trying not to laugh, but then also it's like she's annoying. And I think the worst part was she kept trying to flirt with the boss all the time, and the boss is like an attractive, younger looking dude, not like supermodel or nothing, but like for around here. No, nobody's cute as Dylan. Dylan's like the cutest. But like around here, it's good standards, like good enough standards. And she'd always be like, "Hey," I'm like, "Ugh." But biggest op, if you know, you know. If you're listening to this, fuck you. But I don't think she's listening to it. So, but yeah,
I doubt it.
I doubt her.
Soap operas.
No, it's not. Unless we end up on Days of Our Lives or something, I think we're good. Or Grey's Anatomy or whatever she watched.
Never watched any of them.
Nope.
No. I watch wrestling. That's enough soap opera. Dylan, you got a evil coworker story?
I mean, I don't know about evil, but he definitely made me hate my job. So like at my old job, I was there for a while, a couple months, and then I put in for a different position, and I ended up getting it. And so I started working on this new machine, you know, doing that, getting it down, kind of getting the hang of it, you know. And then the one night they like, hey, we got to shut this machine down, you know, we got to do maintenance or whatever it was on it. You're going to go work with this guy on 17. I'm like, okay. And I get over there. It only took me like 5 minutes to get over there, and he's already harping on me. So they're like, you're taking too long, you're blah, blah, blah. And, you know, when you're like stressed like that, you tend to make mistakes. And of course I do. And we have to shut the machine down because of it. And he just comes over screaming at me. This is your fault. This is your fucking fault. We got to shut the machine down. We're losing time. I'm like, dude, we get paid to run a machine. It doesn't really matter what we get. And he just kept harping on me all night, telling me my taste in music was awful. Everything about me was just apparently not his standard at all. And that was the first time I had to work with him. And obviously it puts a foul taste in your mouth. You don't want to work with him anymore. But of course, then his machine starts shutting down, and he's got to work with me all the time on my machine. And I'm still getting criticized. And I'm still just a piece of garbage who can't do anything right. And then it got so bad that when I quit, I reported him. I don't know if anything was actually done about it, but I hope to never see that man again.
He probably got
Because
promoted.
that was a terrible experience.
I'm gonna track this man down for you and bring him to your house.
Okay.
You're gonna have Ronan eat him?
Yes.
No, you're gonna have him sit tied up in a chair and have Ronan's big dinosaur head just headbutt him. That'll hurt.
That would hurt. That's the plan, though.
But yeah, that guy, ugh. That was the worst dude ever.
Anyone hurts Dylan, well, they're gonna get.
You're gonna get headbutted by Rona.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. I seen his head. It's huge.
It looks like he ate a PT Cruiser and it's just chilling in his head.
It really kind of does.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's a big boy.
He's got a big ass head.
Speaking of big ass heads, Jared, do you have an evil coworker that you want to talk about?
Average size.
It's normal. Oh.
It's not your head, Harold.
The fuck, man?
No, it's
now
not my
first
head,
you're
it's my
fat shaming
hair.
And now you're head shaming?
You know, first you complain when I say that you're going to have me as your evil guy. Be like, this Harold guy's a piece of shit.
I mean, I know.
Again, I don't know if it's a good thing to say or not, but I haven't really worked with anybody that I've absolutely despised.
Maybe a guy you're ready to, like, throw hands with?
The ones that have... Dude, I've never been in a fight in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I'm not ready to throw hands with anybody. They're going to kick the shit out of me. But no, for the most part, the people that I can't stand, they generally wean out of there and get rid of real quick. We've had a couple guys that I don't like to work with, but it's usually because they're fucking useless.
I feel that.
Not so much that they're bad dudes, they're just useless.
So, damn, do you have, like, another double dip of, like, a stupid coworker then, or?
There's a lot of stupid coworkers.
Maybe something that, like, made you, like, roll your eyes and go, are we serious?
Trying to think. Throw me on the spot here, boss.
Sorry, boss. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna cry. No, I got nothing. I really don't.
Dang.
Oh, shit. No, I gotta tell you a quick story, though. It's not so much I didn't like him. He didn't like me after this. So, I'm at work. Or I had off for a week or something on vacation. I forget what it was. Well, I was gone for at least a week. And I come back. I used to ride. We used to be able to leave for lunch. And I used to ride with the one dude I worked with. There's usually like 3 or 4 of us. Dude had a minivan. It was easy to pack in there. Anyway. So I hop in there and I'm asking him because they had a new guy during that week I was gone. So I was asking him about it because the dude I worked with was like, yeah, that guy's a fucking useless piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. And I was telling him what he said. Well, I did not know this new guy was in the back seat of that dude's car. This whole time.
Oh.
Never said a word. Didn't say shit to me. I guess we get back to work. He's bitching. I'm going to go punch that motherfucker right in the mouth. I'm like, I didn't say nothing bad. I was just telling him what homeboy said.
Mm-hmm.
But he thought I was saying it.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to say that. I don't know the dude.
Right.
Turns out it's pretty good shit. And can play a mean guitar.
Nice.
This guy. He actually left that job because his band was going on tour.
Oh.
Turns out he's pretty good, but the dude I worked with kind of hated everybody. And he was more of a judge a book by a cover kind of guy.
Sure.
But
Okay.
when I was telling the one guy the story about what he was telling me about him, like I said, I didn't know he was in the back seat. And he thought I was saying all this shit, so he was fucking pissed and ready to punch me in the mouth.
You're like, what did I do?
Exactly. I'm motherfucker. I didn't say nothing. I don't know who the hell you are. Obviously, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you look like. You're right behind me. Oh, good times. I love my job.
No, you don't.
I do. I love it so much. I'm going back tomorrow.
Really?
You are?
I am.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Bringing Harold with me, so.
I can't. I got a appointment tomorrow.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
The corner of the street gets busy around this time.
No, it's busier at work.
Sure.
Anyway,
But
got
yeah.
nothing else.
Wow, I didn't know. I didn't. You know, I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah. Unless we got like a rapid fire or something, I think we're ready for our hot topics of the week.
No, I'm gonna ask you guys both one question.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've worked with enough people.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of coworker is you absolutely cannot stand working with? Like, not what
The
the,
kind
I'm not meaning like an absolute dumb shit, like he's stupid and can't learn it. But for an example, like I can't stand working with people that are one-uppers.
Oh, like
Or
what
Okay.
if
kind
you
of
got a story
archetype?
to tell, they always got a better one type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stand working with. I just can't stand them people in general. But what's your least favorite?
I think the worst.
You can go, Harold.
I think the worst ones to work with are the ones that, like, if you ever have a conversation with them about anything, they always like relate it back to them. So like if you're talking about like, oh, did you see the fog and stuff that's going on today? And then they're like, oh yeah, at my house the fog was da da da, and you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I brought hot dogs for lunch, and they're like, yeah, I remember a hot dog. I don't like them though. Like, maybe those are bad examples, but like, anytime you say anything about like, oh yeah, you know, my uncle's sick or something, it's like, oh well, my uncle's dead. It's like, okay.
Hmm?
Or like, oh, I hurt my foot. And they're like, oh, well, my whole foot's been dislocated, and I haven't said nothing. Like, I guess a one-upper, I guess, would be the way to describe them. Like, anything
Pretty
that you've
much.
done, they've done way, 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 way more. It's like, you know, can I do anything right? No.
No,
I guess the one-upper is my least favorite type of person to work with.
that hurts so bad.
You got one, Dylan?
Yeah. I think my least favorite type of person to work with is the one who can't like sense the conversation or like sense the tone. Um. So like they'll just interject themselves in like conversations that don't pertain to them at all, or they'll join
Okay, I know
halfway
what you're
through
going with.
and they have to ask what you're talking about, and they'll continue asking until you tell them.
Just tell them to fuck off.
I don't like people that do that.
Especially if you're talking about something really mundane, like something really simple, like buttons on a shirt or something. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, buttons on a shirt, dude. Oh yeah, I like
Right.
those. It's like, what are you gonna add to this conversation, dude?
Usually it's nothing. Usually it's really just absolutely piss poor conversation.
Those are the people that didn't get out enough when they were kids.
I'll tell you one thing. It doesn't so much pertain to Dylan's story, but the
Mhm.
one-uppers, when you realize that's what they are, it's really fun to tell an outlandish story that's not true. Just to see what their better story is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously the story you're telling was not true. You're trying to make something so outlandish, like
I,
never ever gonna happen in a million years.
I ran into the
Right.
But yet
38-point buck.
they're still gonna have a better story than that, no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
It's so fun to hear them stories.
I caught Free Willy, but I let him go. What's your fishing story? I caught the Loch Ness Monster. Okay.
Hey, you win. No, you don't, because I caught the Kraken.
Who are you cracking?
No comment.
Okay. Plead the fifth.
That's what I was looking for. I couldn't think of it.
Oh, that's okay. You know, Jared, I'll be your, you bounce off of me, because you forget something, and then I know exactly what you're trying to say.
There we go.
And you know what I'm about to say, Jared. Dylan knows what I'm about to say. Towards the end of the podcast, we're ready for our hot topics of the week. Jared, what's your hot topic of the week?
You stole my hot topic of the week.
Well, do you want to elaborate on it, or?
Nothing. I'm just upset. I have to now wear pants at work instead of shorts. I like wearing shorts. I don't ever wear pants. I shouldn't say I don't ever. I don't like to wear pants.
Pants are for, like, funerals.
Pretty much. Or like if you're trying to dress up real fancy to go somewhere, then okay, put a nice pair of pants on.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm just going grocery shopping or work or something, god dang it, I like my shorts.
Yeah, I get that.
I can get behind
If I got to
that.
spend 8 to 10 hours at a job, I want to be fucking comfortable.
Especially
Yeah,
if it's not air
that's
conditioned.
Oh my
Not at
gosh,
all.
yeah.
It was miserable today. But yeah,
It really
I guess
was.
that'd be part of my hot topic. I don't really have much going on this weekend, so I'm
Dylan,
gonna chill and kind of be a bum all weekend.
hey, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No,
Right?
not really.
But what's your hot topic of the week?
I think mine pertains to today. What I was doing at work today, I don't think I ever really want to do again. Because I'm pretty sure that I have enough brake clean to be high for the next 5 days. So, oh my gosh. I think we went
Yeah,
through
that
like
shit stinks.
7 or 8 cans.
Damn.
And we were usually working right across from each other, so it was getting blown right in my face.
And then
Yummy.
you're blowing it in other. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it was rough.
I would say we can't let you get too high because if you get high, you're gonna be even. You're not gonna have your eyes open at all.
Jesus fuck.
It's gonna be really
Okay.
close.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
That was a shitty joke, but still. My hot topic of the week is. Ooh, I don't know what my hot topic of the week is. I can't wait to. That buffalo chicken dip is elite, and I can't wait to be making a big batch of it. And that other than
That's what I get to
that,
do tomorrow.
see,
I
I
get to make sliders.
I gotta figure out.
I get to go to work.
If I pre-make it on Friday or if I just do it on Saturday. Probably
How long does it
Saturday.
take to make?
I mean, prep-wise, like the chicken's already shredded, so all I gotta do is just throw it together with all the other stuff, and then throw it in the oven after mixing it. So maybe like 40 minutes, but almost all that's like it being in the oven.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's not bad.
No, not at all. So I can't complain.
Yeah, mine definitely takes a little bit longer than that.
Well, especially when you're marinating them.
Marinating and then grilling before actually putting it in the oven. It's a process.
But it's a very yummy process. And, well, we came to the end of our process. We're at the end of the Jerk Circle podcast. I am your host, Harold.